things that is crucial about this conference and this campaign is that we are trying to establish not just that Islamophobia is a reality, not just that it is a terrible series of attacks, it constitutes a terrible series of attacks on the Muslim community, but also that it is a form of racism. And historically, one of the things that has always been necessary when it comes to rolling back and defeating racism has been a spirit of defiance. The ability, the choice to take a stand, to resist whatever the consequences. Kenza Drider is someone who has taken that stand. On the day that the niqab ban was announced in France, she travelled directly to Paris to join a tiny, illegal demonstration outside Notre Dame against the ban. She's been arrested twice. She's refused to pay the fines that have been the consequence, and she says she will continue to refuse to pay the fines even if she's thrown into prison. Colleagues, brothers, sisters, comrades, give a big welcome to Kenza Drider.
Je vous remercie d'être tous ici, ça me fait très plaisir et je remercie les organisateurs de m'avoir invité aujourd'hui.
Thank you for the invitation. She likes very much being with us and we'll talk about your case now.
Donc tout le monde aujourd'hui a constaté quel tsunami d'islamophobie déferle en France.
Today everyone should have been able to consider that there is a tsunami Islamophobie, an increasing Islamophobia in France too.
Depuis le début des années 80 jusqu'à aujourd'hui, le président de la République et les hommes et femmes politiques de droite comme de gauche ont diabolisé l'islam et les musulmans.
From the beginning of the 1980s up to now, we can observe that the president of the Republic, the French Republic, is working on Islamophobia and demonizing Islam, and is using the Islamic woman as a subject, as an argument.
Donc, que ce soit dans les quartiers, dans les usines, dans les foyers de travailleurs, dans les établissements scolaires et même dans la rue.
And this Islamophobia, you can see it today if it is in schools, if it is in other working places, even at home, and even in the streets, you can experience at every step.
Et combien d'imams ont été expulsés de France sans jugement et sous prétexte fallacieux?
And how many imams have been expelled from France without any real cause or any proof that they are what they are said to be? So, many of them.
Combien de musulmans engagés ont perdu leur travail?
How many engaged Muslims have lost their jobs?
Combien de musulmans portant le voile sont obligés de s'humilier quotidiennement pour aller travailler ou étudier en quittant le voile?
How many Muslim women are forced to accept humiliation by not being allowed wearing the headscarf they have chosen, going to university or going to work, leaving the house?
Et combien de musulmans sont fichés simplement parce qu'ils ne mangent pas de porc, ou ne boivent pas d'alcool, ou font la prière, ou s'abstiennent le jour de l'Aïd?
Yes, and how many Muslims are mistreated because they refuse to eat pork, same example more days before, and or they don't drink alcohol, and they stick to do the prayers regularly.
Combien d'imams et responsables de mosquées ont reçu l'ordre d'aller en préfecture recevoir les injonctions du ministre de l'Intérieur lors des massacres de Gaza?
How many imams have to go to the prefectures, to the police stations, and be questioned and asked about from the Ministry of Interior at the time of the massacres in Gaza?
Même la transmission de la prière du vendredi est censurée et brouillée sur une radio communautaire lorsque l'imam s'aventure à faire des doigts pour le peuple palestinien.
even if there is Friday prayers is centralized. Sorry. Even the prayers on Friday are centralized and discredited on the radio station, while the imam is daring to pray for the oppressed people in Palestine.
Tout cela, c'est à cause de leur haine envers l'islam et dû à la médiatisation des clichés islamophobes.
And all this has to do with the hate against Islam nowadays, and of course with the mediatization of the clichés Islamophobe. We have seen some examples.
Telles que l'inadaptation des musulmans aux valeurs de la République et le sort dramatique des femmes musulmanes.
So it's suggested that there is a non-adaptation, that it's not possible to adapt Muslims to the values of the Republic, and especially the situation is dramatized of Muslim women and even demonized their situation.
C'est un besoin pour les dirigeants de gouverner en suscitant la peur de l'autre pour détourner l'attention des problèmes de fond.
This is the necessity for those who govern, who dirige who govern the country, that they play with the fears of the people to withdraw the attention from what is relevant towards minority or other questions.
L'opinion aussi pour justifier certaines interventions militaires.
With this, they are able to justify, to legitimize military interventions.
Les arguments choisis aujourd'hui ont été les mêmes pour stigmatiser les Juifs à l'époque du XIXe siècle.
The arguments we can observe and analyze today, they resemble and they are a bit like those that stigmatized Jews at the end of the 19th century.
Le même langage qui a été utilisé contre les Juifs est le même aujourd'hui contre les musulmans.
The same language that has been used against Jews is now used against Muslims.
Les actes islamophobes sont de plus en plus nombreux. Les agressions des sœurs en voile et en niqab sont devenues une normalité.
The acts, really physical acts, Islamophobic acts, are becoming greater in number, and especially concerning women that are easily being discerned as Muslims, like for example those who are wearing niqab.
Un exemple, une femme en niqab avec son bébé de 13 mois s'est fait agresser physiquement dans un zoo par 2 hommes. Et une femme qui lui ont dit qu'ils allaient lui faire la peau.
There is an example where a young lady wearing the niqab with her little baby was attacked physically in a zoo by 2 men and a woman, and they challenged her that they would kill her by drawing off her skin.
Une autre femme interpellée et menacée par un agent des forces de l'ordre qui lui a surenchéri en lui disant que la prochaine fois qu'il la trouvera en niqab, il en fera une affaire personnelle.
And some officers also are not free from Islamophobia, and they asked or challenged a woman wearing niqab to get it off next time, otherwise they would take some means.
Des frères qui portent le qamis, la sunna, sont même refusés de se faire soigner par des médecins.
Men who are wearing the shalwar qamis are even refused being treated at medicines, also wearing long qamis.
Des tags sur les mosquées, des tirs de mitraillettes, des pieds et têtes de porc devant les mosquées sont déposés.
Attacks on mosques and even the shots, and they bash on the mosque with their feet, and they stick heads of porks on it, or put it in front of the feet and heads of the pork and put it in front of the mosque.
La France aujourd'hui a dit oui à l'islamophobie et a incité les gens à nous insulter, à nous dénigrer, à nous violenter physiquement et psychologiquement.
France of today has accepted Islamophobia and taught its people to insult Muslims to deny their rights and to violate, even physically, their existence.
Depuis la polémique du niqab, la jupe longue dans les écoles est devenue interdite.
After the arguments and the discussions about the niqab, now the long skirts have become defended? No. Forbidden, thank you. Forbidden at school.
Pour cause de prosélytisme et d'islamisme.
Because it was said that this is a sign of Islamism and they want to spread Islam and prescribe the same habits to everyone.
Le gouvernement aujourd'hui en France ridiculise la France aux yeux du monde entier.
The responsible, the government of France, seems to have decided to make itself ridiculous in the views of the whole world with its politics against Muslims and minorities.
La France aujourd'hui a décidé de dicter comment une femme doit s'habiller.
France of today is now dictated how women have to dress.
Cela ne s'appelle-t-il pas de la dictature?
Shouldn't it be named dictatorship?
Cette dictature que soi-disant la France combat aujourd'hui dans les pays arabes.
Perhaps in dictatorship as France is now fighting in the Arab countries.
Le président de la République demande aux musulmans de France de ne pas avoir de signes religieux tels que le hijab, le niqab ou la barbe à l'extérieur, alors que d'autres religions, eux, ont le droit.
Nicolas Sarkozy is asking the Muslims of France to leave their signs, their religious signs at home. Is it the niqab or the barb? The beard, thank you. The beard or other signs of the hijab, for example, whereas the other religions, Christians and Jews, are allowed to show their symbols even outside.
Cette loi du niqab a été le coup de grâce pour les musulmans de France.
This law now, she was arrested for, is really the final coup, I don't know the exact translation, but a horrible coup now against the Muslims of France.
Pour Nicolas Sarkozy, être musulman, français, pratiquant, la sunna n'est plus compatible avec la République.
So Nicolas Sarkozy declares that for Muslims in France, la sunna isn't compatible with the laws of the Republic.
Pourquoi, alors que les musulmans sont citoyens français et ont les mêmes droits que tout le monde?
Why, as Muslims are the citizens of the country and they have the same rights.
Les musulmans en France sont discriminés de partout et oppressés tous les jours.
The Muslims in France experience discrimination almost every day, and it's expanding.
Cette montée d'islamophobie en France et partout ailleurs n'est pas prête de redescendre. Et sachez qu'en France, être antisémite est très grave et condamnable, mais être islamophobe n'est pas grave et n'est pas condamnable.
Il semble qu'il n'y a pas vraiment des mesures prises contre It seems that three phrases still, sorry. It seems that there are no real measures taken in France, and they're not expected now anymore to experience the Muslims really against Islamophobia. What is up now is that anti-Semitism, anti-Judaism is dismissed, but Islamophobia is not.
Aujourd'hui, nous avons créé avec des sœurs en niqab une association. Cette association vient de voir le jour et elle s'appelle Citoyennes de la Liberté.
With the sisters that are wearing niqab, they founded an organization that is called Citoyennes de la Liberté, Citizens of Freedom.
Et cette association est faite pour combattre les injustices faites vis-à-vis des femmes.
This is made to fight the injustice, especially women.
et Inch'Allah pour pouvoir aller à l'annulation totale de cette loi qui est contre le niqab.
Voilà. Et elle espère que she hopes that this helps to fight this law against wearing the niqab. And I may add that this is open to every woman to fight for freedom of every woman to choose whatever she wants.